A hydraulic press is a machine that uses a hydraulic cylinder to generate a compressive force. Adamantium is a fictional metal alloy appearing in American comic books published by Marvel Comics, most notably associated with the character Wolverine, whose skeleton and claws are coated with the substance. In the Marvel universe, adamantium is presented as one of the toughest and most indestructible materials. Therefore, if an adamantium ball were to exist and were placed under a hydraulic press, it's likely that the press wouldn't be able to crush or deform it, at least according to the rules of the Marvel universe. A hydraulic press is a machine that uses a hydraulic cylinder to generate a compressive force. It uses the hydraulic equivalent of a mechanical lever. These presses are ideal for assembling, straightening, fabrication, quality control, maintenance, product testing, bending, punching, and shearing. Here's a basic explanation of how it works. Pascal's law. The operation of a hydraulic press relies on Pascal's law, which states that pressure change in a confined incompressible fluid is conveyed undiminished throughout the confined fluid and acts in all directions. In simpler terms, when force is applied to one area of a fluid, that same force is applied throughout the entire fluid. Components. The basic components of a hydraulic press include cylinders, a hydraulic pipe, and pistons. Operation. During operation, when force is applied to the liquid in the cylinder, it pushes the piston. This piston is connected to another piston which, upon being pushed by the liquid, applies this force to the object being pressed. Force multiplication. The force is multiplied in the process, allowing for a small amount of force applied to the first piston to result in a large amount of force applied by the second piston. This is due to the size differential between the two pistons. If the second piston has a larger surface area, the force it applies will be greater, although it will move a shorter distance. Power source. The power for a hydraulic press usually comes from a motor which pumps hydraulic oil into the cylinder to move the piston. Control mechanism. The hydraulic press is controlled by a control mechanism which can adjust the pressure in the system to control the power delivered. This allows for precise control over the movement and power of the press. This is a simplified explanation of how a hydraulic press works. The actual design and operation can be much more complex depending on the specific type of hydraulic press and its intended use.